It's game day. In football, you have to be prepared.
We've been preparing all our life for this, and it's finally here.
We know we got a tough opponent. They're strong, they're full of energy, they're gonna give us their best, but we got something for them too.
Cocky shouted his loudest crow. He was so excited. He had been waiting all his life for this day, and it was finally here. The day when he could join his friends in the annual Best in Show competition.
We always say that reading is lifting weights for your brain. And so we take the students to what we like to call a reading workout, and we teach them how to be a strong reader.
Our program is for everybody, whether it's pre-K, elementary school, middle schools, high schools. It's all centered around those skills of reading, writing, and speaking.
Hey dogs, wake up, wake up. Today's the big day. Are y'all ready?
Well, here in South Carolina, football is king, and that helps us come into the schools. It's sort of like a bait and switch. You know, the students think that they're going to get all of this football talk and we're going to be drawing up X's and O's, and that's not what we do at all. And oftentimes the students are like, oh, we didn't know this was going to be this. So that's some of the joy that we get.
We just come in here and serve as kind of the muscle behind the message and show them that, yeah, we did have a chance to rely on our talent to play football, and that only lasted a little bit of time.
One of the things for the talent is that it took me to the NFL. Y'all know what the NFL stands for, right? Wrong answer. Y'all 0 for 2. The NFL stands for not for long, because you ain't gonna be there long. Because the average career in the NFL is only like 2 years. Here's a great picture. One of these guys in this picture is going to the Hall of Fame. One of these guys has won a Super Bowl. One of these guys just signed a contract for like $150 million. Yeah. The other guy is me over here.
Not many of our kids have probably been able to see former football players face to face. The most they've probably seen them have been on TV, so to actually come into contact with one, that's a lasting impression, and then the message that they're sending is a lasting impression.
And so we tell kids, the better they get at those skills, reading, writing, and speaking, we call that practice. We understand this with sports, that they can go pro and have a really cool and fruitful life.
So we talk about this whole idea of getting our brain really strong. We need to read and read a whole bunch of books. So luckily, we wrote a whole bunch of books. Being authors, we didn't just write 1 book, 2 books. We wrote and published 3 books.
Our books about service, identity, how you speak to yourself, all of these things go back to the ideas of building up skills and having confidence in yourself.
Langston and I, we met in the University of South Carolina, and we played together playing defensive line. That's how we look at this business. We were captains, and so we're co-captains of the business that we own, athletes and artists. The book was published in 2015, and in 2016, we started working on this program and traveling around the state.
We pretty much will go anywhere, but we've been really concentrated here in our home state of South Carolina.
So really, our work's not done until we've touched every school in this state. First and foremost, above everything, I'm a teacher. I know the potential that students have every single day. And so reading is really important because it expands creativity, it gives you options, it gives you insights into possibilities about what the world is like. A lot of times, especially if children are coming from underprivileged or areas where they don't have a lot of access, books are a really easy way to access the world that they may not be able to access tangibly.
For me, I had great examples of literacy in my house. My mom was a teacher, she taught all day, then this crazy lady would come home and read for pleasure. So I would see that and be like, man, why aren't you watching TV? But I would see her read the things that she wanted, and I mean, fall asleep with books on her face. I mean, from now to here on the attorney.
All right, what other questions do we have? These are good comments. Yes. What's your comment?
On Monday, we were playing football at the courtyard, and I got my first touchdown. Jamarius had threw me the ball. I was wide open. Otis had one hand touch me, so I kept running. Nice. And I got my first touchdown.
You real descriptive of how you broke down your whole. You might be a journalist guy. Because again, I don't know if you two got a future of being a quarterback wide receiver combo, but just how you explained that, and I wasn't even there, I knew everything that was going on. I got a visual for it.
So this is how many people want athletic scholarships. This is how many people get athletic scholarships. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have this much money, or would you rather have this much money? All right, cool, so we agree. We want this much money, so you gotta give yourself more options. Because if you just relying on sports or your talents, you're only gonna have this many options.
In South Carolina, like a majority of the states in our country, we know there's a low percentage of black male teachers in the classroom. We want to increase that number exponentially because we obviously understand that it benefits black children, but what we don't talk about often enough is how much it benefits everybody else, including white children. The opportunity to see people of color in positions of authority, it reduces their stereotypes that they might have for these specific groups and just gives our country a better opportunity to be more cooperative and to learn from and with each other. You know, that's also part of the idea is that we're showing rather than telling. We're showing these students that there are these different avenues available for them in various professions.
Tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you